Once upon a time, in a small town nestled in the countryside, there lived a mischievous little mouse named Fang. Fang was always up to no good, constantly sneaking into houses and stealing bits of food. He was so good at it that he never got caught, not even once. One day, Fang was feeling particularly bold, and he decided to sneak into the home of a very particular cat named Zippy. Zippy was known throughout the town as the best hunter around, and he had never failed to catch any prey he set his sights on. Fang tiptoed into Zippy's home, and he was just about to snatch a piece of cheese when he heard a noise. Zippy had returned home, and he was standing right behind Fang, looking down at him with cold, unblinking eyes. Fang froze. He had never been caught before, and he had no idea what to do. But instead of attacking, Zippy simply laughed and said, "Well, well, well. What do we have here? A little mouse who thinks he can outsmart me?" Fang was shocked. He had never heard a cat speak before. Zippy continued, "You know, I'm actually quite impressed with you. You're the first mouse who's ever made it into my house without getting caught." Fang was still too scared to move. Zippy went on, "But here's the thing, little mouse. I'm not going to hurt you. In fact, I think we could make a great team. You see, I've been getting a little bored with the same old hunting routine. What do you say we team up and make things a little more interesting?" Fang was skeptical, but he couldn't deny that the idea of teaming up with Zippy was intriguing. After all, he had never had a partner in crime before. "What do you have in mind?" he asked. Zippy grinned, "I've been hearing rumors about a big cheese wheel over at Farmer Johnson's farm. It's supposed to be the best cheese in the entire county. I've been meaning to steal it for ages, but I could use a partner in crime. What do you say, little mouse? Are you in?" Fang thought for a moment, and then he nodded. He had always been a risk-taker, and he was excited about the prospect of stealing such a prized possession. So, the two unlikely partners set out on their mission. Zippy led the way, his sharp instincts guiding them through the fields and pastures. Fang scurried behind, his tiny legs struggling to keep up. When they arrived at Farmer Johnson's farm, they saw that the cheese wheel was guarded by two big, burly dogs. Zippy didn't flinch. He had a plan. "Watch and learn, little mouse," he said, and then he began to meow loudly. The dogs were startled, and they started to bark and chase after Zippy. But Zippy was quick on his feet, and he led the dogs on a wild chase around the farm while Fang scurried over to the cheese wheel and began nibbling away. It was the most delicious cheese Fang had ever tasted. It was creamy and salty, and it made his whiskers tingle with joy. But he didn't have much time to enjoy it, because Zippy was already returning with the dogs hot on his heels. Fang scurried away as fast as he could, cheese wheel in tow, and the three of them ran back through the fields and pastures until they were back in Zippy's home. Zippy and Fang feasted on the cheese together, enjoying the spoils of their adventure. And from that day on, they were the best of friends. They went on many more adventures together, always finding new ways to out.